So, good afternoon, Sandhya ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing well. And
What
what
about
about
your
you?
health? What about your health and
Yes,
your
all is
healing?
well. Not too good, not too bad. It's okay.
Okay, you will be get well soon. I hope.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope so. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
definitely, no doubt.
So
And
today I want to, we no need any this introduction maybe. We know each other. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
want to discuss today Indian education versus American education.
yes, yes, yes. So, would you like to start first?
Yes.
Okay.
If you love to start first, then it's okay.
No, no,
You
no,
can.
you can start.
Okay. So I heard somewhere and I read in article Indian education versus American education. There are lots of differences.
Yeah, yeah.
First,
I also heard
first,
about. Yeah,
yes. Differences is first difference is teachers has proudly say that I am a teacher. It doesn't matter they teach Hindi and English and any language, even dance, art, craft, anything. But they are respected very much. And they have particular hours to job. And during
yeah,
this job, during this session and period, if they are in the class, they can't do any another thing. Even they can't receive their phone because if half hour and 45 minutes session are there in the class, they completely occupied with their children, and lunch time is also they only have lunch. They don't do any other duty.
yeah.
So they are systematically they are very respected, and they serve the children love, affection, and not only bookish knowledge, practically practical knowledge they provide to the child. And they told that uh, if I don't let the open child, if I scold them, how can they open? How can they share their thoughts? How can they share their emotions? So, like a mother, children and teachers has a relation like a mother, and they never insult in front of anybody. They
Yeah,
take care of overall development, what they serve to the children for become a good citizen and good human being. They
yeah,
think about that. There is not burden of the lots of books. There is no burden of the writing homework at home. Whatever they need, they learn in the school. There is no tuition, not need to tuition a lot.
yeah, yeah,
And in government schools, they only send their child to the school because they pay the taxes to government, and government provide everything like a same way in the private schools. Their midday meal, breakfast, everything, books, and their study material, everything provided by government. But in India, if you talk about in India, and there is teachers are very aware, loving, affectionate, and every month the training will held. Training will be is there for the
yeah,
teachers. And what is the teacher training there? Teachers training like in India, we only anyhow pass the exam. We don't have practical knowledge. But in America, you have intern internship for 3 months. Only you observe 3 months in the class with your senior teacher, and you learn how to behave with the child, how to love, how to teach them. And 3 months, first they join like a co-teacher.
Yeah, yeah,
Under the teacher, they get education proper way. And they in India, we don't know how to teach the children. Only we pass the exam, writing exams anyhow by ratification and by study, and we consider I am a teacher. If you go in America for any training, uh, teachers training, they first ask you, why are you here?
yeah,
So consider I am for the teacher job. So what is the teacher job? It means they try to say you, they consider you are here for children's service. You are here to give the service. You are a servant of the children. You consider yourself, then you get the job. But if you talk about in India, India has lots of people, educated people, and there is lack of job. Uh, job is not there. Why? Because there is lots of schools, lots of school education needs teachers, because lots of people, many huge areas of people, they are not educated, but still government is not providing them good salary. And I read in that article, there is medical insurance, everything is available there as a government teacher and as a private teacher. What is the rule regulation? That is excellent
yeah, yes, ma'am.
rule regulation. So why we teach our children? What is our purpose? For we educate our children for the job, for the good survivor. One day they will become good survivor. But
Yeah,
we educate our child and they are not getting job, that way they frustrated, they get anxiety, and they are not surviving good, they are not satisfied. So what is the need and what is the beneficial for paying taxes if government is not providing good teachers? The teachers are lots of teachers with degree, good teachers, but in India, one people, what, three teachers uh, teach in the class, and maybe group of 75, 60, maximum 45 students in a section, and there is only one teacher to handle them.
yeah, yes, yes, very true.
How can we expect that teacher behave with that children affectionately, lovingly? Because it is not possible. And second thing, they are here, people say like proudly they scold the children because they also may be frustrated somewhere,
Yes,
the school's work. So if Indian government or any government hire the teachers, numbers of teachers in a class, two and three teachers are there, one is a co-teacher, two is the main teacher. So this is easy to handle the students, and they may be peace, and they are not, actually they are working, but they are not getting peaceful life and duty hours.
yeah,
Duration is short. There is a rule and regulation how long, what is your timing of the school. So according to that timing, you will be there, and after that you go to the home. But in India, over time, all the time teachers' duty is finished. After that, 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe maximum 2 to 3 hours, they spend much more time in the school, and
yeah,
everything have to do, and they are not pay good amount of salary for teaching.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, ma'am.
Yes, so where people get the job, why people are educating, why we educate our children. There is no opportunity for those people. So how can many teachers post is empty, but they are not surviving.
Yeah, yes,
They are
yes.
not providing. Government is not providing. So what? Why we are pay the taxes? Because I'm asking about government services. They should be, and they respected by the everyone, and like everyone has a duty hours. America has duty hours 6 to morning 9 to 6. That is the duty hours.
Yes, yes.
Once the duration is over, they stop their working. And
Yes.
Saturday and Sunday 2 days there is 2 days holidays. But in India, even you talk about many officers, sometimes they also work on Sunday.
Yeah, yes.
So my question is, we are adopting everything from America. Why we are not adopting those things? Really, which can grow our country very well. And everyone visited there, but nobody think about this rule and regulation. Even I'm talking about government and as well private sector.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So,
Private,
ma'am, you try to compare the two countries. One is the developing countries and another is the developed countries. So, if we talk about the structure, so in India we have a uh, 10 plus 2 plus 3 structure, and in America I heard about the 12-year of the schooling program, and after that 4 year of the graduation program. So there is a major difference also. If we talk about the subject leniency, so in America they have a free hand, they can explore every subject, every stream. But India, in this matter, in India we are rigid, we have a fixed stream, just like the medical, non-medical, arts, agriculture, commerce. So it is also the basic difference, and we can say there is a no comparison between two countries. If we talk about the learning ratio, the student teacher ratio, so in America there is the 1 to 30, one teacher and 30 student, but in India it ratio found in some areas 1 to 80 and 90 and 100 sometimes also. So we can't compare these kind of things. And if I talk about the learning process, so in America, I heard about it. I also listened some interviews also. They have flexibility and they have a different practical way to learn. And children should tailor their education. But India, we just cramming, mugging, and try to pass the examination. So there is a no comparison, we can say. No, they tailored their education, they can learn, and there is a no age limit also. And but in India we have a lot of age limit for the sometimes in the for the children and adult. We can say some in an examination there is a age limit, there is a trial, 2 3 trial. We take example of the NEET. You have to take only 3 trial. So, and in sometimes also earlier it is fixed for the UPSC examination also. So in India, in America, they can start whenever they have a wish. So there is also, if we talk about the cost, so I heard about the in America, a good education is totally free, and totally free for the also the foreigner citizen. So it is also a big difference, we can say. Extra curriculum activity, there is a lot of extra curriculum activity I heard about, they have to participate mandatory. But in India there is a no these kind of things. And if we talk about the reality in India, so if you talk about that, both are, we can say, responsible, as well as the government as well as the citizen. I will give you example in the government sector decreasing because the government employees are not truly honest. I know some of my colleagues, they have a good post, and they getting a good salary, but they are not doing their work in properly. Or all time I watched in last 15 or 16 year of my government job, all time they just making the lame excuse, and all time taking leave in a different. There is a hidden section of the leave. Some is a snake bite, the name of the, you can say, the foreign visit, the name of the miscarriage, name of the maternity leave, falsely. And not only the female, male also doing these kind of activity, and if they have a good approach. So not only the government is responsible, the citizen are actually responsible for this kind of the condition. Yes, and in India we have want to a fundamental change. We have to change our root, and it is a very tough task and very hard working task, and near future we haven't any hope for this. I want to tell you honestly, because education, if we want to change the education system, so we have to work on our root system. There is the problem in our root.
Yes, always we pretend that our new coming upcoming generation and new generation is the foundation of our country. But what we provide to them? Nothing, because
Yeah.
all youth, you senior citizen are become teacher. There is no age limit in America. Anybody can do that. There is no lots of population. In India is too much population. You know,
Or one more thing I want to add is, Sandhya ma'am, in spite of all these circumstances and tough circumstances, Indian are doing rogue things, and rogue. In developed countries, we can see, easily observe multinational companies CEO occupied by the Indians. So despite of these things, they can do the position, they can do everything. If you heard about Kalpana Chawla, Sunita Williams, Sundar Pichai. So if we have a some little bit facility, if we have a good system, so imagine how can the India, and how is the position in India in the world.
how can India grow? Because everyone get education in India and they work for the America. Why? Because here they are not paid, satisfied by their
Not
salary.
paid,
They
but
are not.
also there is a no system, no honesty, and a lot of the pressure of the political leaders also, and also a lot of crime here.
Yes, we know every roots. Why India is not still developing country? Why it is not developed country? We know the route. Every monthly and everywhere, America and India mix and match.
Yeah.
Many many India, they migrated from the India. They know everything. If we know the route, why our government and our Indian citizen, Indian people, why they don't think about growth of the India, develop of the India? That is my question. Because
Because
everywhere
ma'am, in India,
aware of things.
if 50-60% people are not actually educated. They have a degree or diploma, but they are not actually educated. We are not selecting a good and honest government. We don't want to the change in our traditional way. We can take an example of the reservation. If any government try to change something and try to regulate something, no, that time people are not support government, and there is a lot of politics, and our leaders are not interested to change our system according to the circumstances, according to the time.
That's what
Everyone wants to serve here. We are fed up of the corruption, we are fed up of the crime, and
yes.
there is a no
I
hope to change.
why they don't have knowledge, why only they have degree, why? Because our system is failure because of
System is failure. People are also selfish. People are leader are also selfish. Some people, some, we can say, organization are so selfish. They want to take advantage anytime, try to people we can say the convince for their self-interest, and people are so illiterate they are not know the hidden policy behind and they convinced easily try to protest and also try to create a row, and we can say and also a lot of riots there if we try to change anything in our system according to time.
So
If
what is
the
the
citizen
conclusion?
are doing these kind of things now, what system do? No, if any good leader, any good politician try to change and people are not support him or her, so how can they change this system? In our society, more people are selfish and corrupt, and it's required to some moral education. And in earlier, now we should start the work of the root in earlier 4 5 year and 6 year. We have to give the moral education and a, we can say that a social education. How can we develop our country, how can we strengthen our society?
Very, very true. Very true. You are right.
If we
Very,
are not strengthen our society, and if we are not remove the corruption and selfishness, we if we don't want to serve and not the single, we have to unite, we have to leave our caste, race, religion.
okay, so what is the conclusion of this discussion?
In
Con-
conclusion,
yes, we need to change our mindset and our rule and regulation, our system. That is the conclusion. Without changing our mindset, not it's only depends on the government. We are also responsible as a citizen and officers who are on high post. All the
so
officers is, yes,
if we talk
responsible
about
for.
which every problem has a one solution, the good education. Not education means the degree or diploma in real meaning of the education. If we want to serve our society, if we have a will, we can change, but first of all we have to increase our good education system and in the root base. And
Yes,
also second thing, we should control our population also.
yes. So now,
Second thing, I would like to say, if we take example, if any want to change, first of all we should take care of the our primary education. In primary education, we should not run after the foreign language and just the imitating the Western culture. We have a good education in ancient India. So first our duty is to make a good citizen in basis of the moral value and moral education. So we should start first the moral education. We should prepare a good citizen that is ready to serve the country and society. And second thing, we should increase and try to increase a unity in all over education system. Every state have a own flute and own drum, we can say in the literal translation.
government,
Every
government and state government, they should be very much strict about the education, and they want to really provide some rule and good content. Everyone work properly.
yeah,
Nobody can deny because of their loose mindset, state government loose mindset. It all these all are happening. You know,
yeah,
that is the
yes.
failure.
Yes, yes. And second thing is, anyhow, we have to include the psychology in education system. If we are not include the psychology and responsibility, we can take example of the developed countries. They put responsibility in their youth early age. We can deprive the crime, and we can say there is a lot of earning source if we put the responsibility in youth. In India, there is a tradition, parents are just collecting the money and property for their children. Why? There is a strict rule and regulation, and we should give the responsibility early age. And if the youth are in a direction, a good direction, they are feel responsible, we can decrease crime and we can change also our system.
After 18, after the age of 18, If
No, no,
we,
ma'am. Maturity age, we can say the very less nowadays. We can say the 40 year youth doing the sensitive crime nowadays in every area. I am not talking about the Rajasthan and other. In
yes,
every sector, we heard recently in last 2 3 years, we observe we should decrease this age of the adult. They are gaining early age in adultness, so we should decrease. We should consider the 40-year um, child is adult, and that time maybe some we can do something. No, in for 2 3 days ago there is a crime in a school, the Udaipur city in the Rajasthan. Maybe the 40-year the child no stuck the knife in the other student.